Good morning, welcome to Morning View. This is Kim Watson speaking on Thursday the 31st of March. Very easy for me to say this morning. Okay, looking at the euro dollar first, and as you can see yesterday we managed to eventually, we had a test, yesterday we had a test of this trend line here, and it rolled over but then pulled up, pushed through. Hasn't quite made the absolute highs here, and it's just bouncing off its 4-hourly 8, and I'm wondering whether it will carry on shoving upwards. Overall, looking at this sort of 4-hourly picture, it's in a sort of bullish trend still. It's in this sort of step basis. I'm wondering, well, is there a chance of actually breaking through the tops here? There is a trend line to be drawn from the highs here, and I could be quite bullish if it starts breaking that level. Looking up for yesterday's highs, maybe the R1. If, on the other hand, we do start rolling over, well, I've already drawn the trend line on here. I'd be looking for a break of that sort of level to be looking for the short side, but erring more towards the bull side at the moment on the euro. Looking at the pound dollar, messy old moments, and it's still at the moment. I mean, yesterday it didn't quite manage to break the prior high here, let alone the high from back in February time. It's sold off a little bit where we're going, and it's holding back down here. We've got it's quite messy really at the moment. It's sitting here in this consolidated zone. I'd started looking at where it may break to. It's already down at its S1 level, which makes it a sad old affairs at the moment, and it may just roll over towards the S2 the way it's shaping up at the moment. However, any signs of brightness from Carney's speech, and we may see a bit of a push towards the back towards the daily pivot at some point. But the trend is solidly up, so there is a slightly higher possibility we could push in and push up towards that area. So would be looking for a break of that trend line to start looking at the highs over the longs. Okay, that's the pound, the dollar yen. So from a daily basis, it says in that huge range bound sort of area. To me at the moment, it's looking very indecisive on this 4-hourly picture. Is it sort of a bit of a sort of a bull flag, and we're going to see a shove back up, or is this just a consolidation before it continues its route southwards? It's not really given too much of a clue. The only thing, when I come down to the 4-hourly, sort of looking at this, it hasn't really put higher lows in, lower highs in yet, because it's, well, you could argue it has, but actually, in fact, it has on this shorter time point here. So it looks like it could roll back towards the south side here. Certainly could look back towards yesterday's lows, and that S1 at some point is probably the more likely route at the moment from what it's shaping up, but not the most clearest of charts. Aussie dollar, on the other hand, yesterday managed to put in new highs again, broke the prior highs there. Support at the moment around about its 8 moving average, lower bands there. It's putting lower highs on this current picture here, and well, the way, as I say, the way this is one's going actually it's just looking erring on the bearish sort of side. However, although not a proper divergence, that prior low didn't quite, the RSI was slightly marginally higher, although I wouldn't use it as a trading divergence. So on that basis, I would be looking across the, oops, put that in the wrong place, let's redraw that from the most, that's it. So if it started pushing beyond this level and maybe I prefer above the daily pivot, it may be better for the long side. But a bit bitty at the moment. Okay, and finally Canadian dollar. Before I look at that, let's just look at oil quickly on the 60 minutes, see what's coming down. Okay, it's coming off down to 37, right? In fact, let's have a look at that on dailies. Just I was looking at this yesterday and wondering whether it will come back down towards the sort of 35 zone at some point. Okay, let's now look at the Canadian dollar. So you would expect this to be as oil's coming up for the Canadian dollar to be pushing up, but it's not. Well, it's marginally at the moment today. It's double bottomed. Marginal divergence, so double bottom on those days there. But it's run into its, in the short term, it's run into the 4-hourly 8. And I'm sort of more edging towards the downside with this downward trend. I'm edging towards more downtrend and downside. So in terms of the picture, the trend is certainly to the downside at the moment. So maybe if we break below these 21 moving average, everything's sort of so set up perfectly for the downside. So I'd rather be bearish on that than the bullish. So I'd rather be selling. So that's where we sit at the moment. Maybe there's opportunities on the break of that trend line. We could be looking for yesterday's sort of intermediate lows there, or the absolute lows later on. A decent kicker may see us coming down towards the S1. Okay, news-wise today then, we've got Carney's speaking at the moment, but he's speaking in Tokyo regarding the financial, due to speak to the press conference to the Financial Stability Board. Okay, so he'll be talking about stability in banking as opposed to what's happening at the moment in the UK so much, I should imagine. Later on 9:30 we've got current account. That really doesn't move the markets at all in general. And beyond that, at 1:30 we've got the Canadian GDP coming all out on its own. It's this monthly figure. I said last month it barely moves, and of course it gave a right kicker last month. So be aware of it, but it is a monthly figure as opposed to a quarterly figure. So generally there's less movement there, but I'll probably be proven wrong again. Now, said that, and the US dollar unemployment claims, because we've got non-farms this week, maybe a little bit more emphasis will come from there than normal, but it's not a big mover anyway. Okay, that's pretty much it. Final GDP UK, sorry, I just missed that one kicking in there, but generally we're so good at counting our beans, there's so few of them to count. They get it right, so that's coming out at 9:30 as well. So maybe we'll get a little bit of a kicker at 9:30. Right, that's it for me. Hope you have a great one. Bye for now.